We'll say goodnight with
one final song. Now,
brace yourselves.
We mentioned that we were so inspired by this song that we ended up writing two songs. And this was a slightly, I had a bout of forgetfulness and realised that I was not a signed songwriter of the group, or I've never actually really written a song before. But so inspired was I by this that when Sean said we must write a song about it, I took it literally and ended up writing a song. But I've approached it from a very different angle to Sean. What I've tried to do is, I like to think of it like this. In this song I'm going to step inside the mind of an English Defence League member at one of these protests, or you could perhaps say that I'm going to channel an English Defence League member, or if you prefer, an English Defence League member will enter me. Whichever philosophy works with you there. But as well as biscuits and tea being offered, a game of football was also offered. And so, and incidentally, I don't know who the makers of the tea bags were, but it would be absolutely brilliant if we could find out, because I think that would be an absolutely brilliant advert, wouldn't it? Just kind of, our tea bags kill fascism. I've got my slogan on there. But biscuits and tea and a game of football were offered. And I wanted to just imagine what it must have been like to have been in this situation and to have had your views challenged in such a way. So we'll say goodnight with this. England for the English, we all began to yell. I'm marching with me mates from the EDL. We're all off to the mosque where we'll raise merry hell. Wait a minute, lads. What's that delicious smell? Hours all for some bigotry, some prejudice and hatred. But then I came a Muslim serving drinks are caffeinated. Well, it's not English to row when biscuits have been plated. Now I think about it, my views might be a bit outdated. Oh, the thing that killed the fascist in me was Hassan's homemade biscuits and a lovely cup of tea. Do you fancy a kick around, my friend? That's what next I heard. Well, I was planning on kicking your head in, mate, but I had to see that. So out came a football. And outside that mosque was seen one of the most poignant games of footy since Christmas 1940. I was all up for a fight, some parochial protestation, but then a Muslim brought up the football. I mean, that changed the situation. And Hassan's not a bad player, you know. Surprising for a nation. The referee's from Sri Lanka. And the linesman, he's Croatian. Oh, the thing that killed the fascist in me was when Hassan scored the winner with an incredible penalty. Love thy neighbour, that's what the Bible says. It probably says something similar in the Quran. In fact, I'm not that well read. But we were all born to this world with unconditioned, open minds. But it was fear and uncertainty that caused me to go blind. So now, my friends, each Sunday we all come together. And we have biscuits, and we have tea. And we play football for planet Earth United. Because that's how we all should be. A bit cringeworthy perhaps, but anyway. And I think back to that day that killed the fascist in me. It was Hassan's biscuits, a game of football, and a lovely cup of tea. But it's got to be British tea, mate, none of that Chinese tea nonsense coming up in Ireland. Oh, supposed to drink their foreign tea? Don't get me started.